Hi guys, Mikko here. So this is going to be a bit of a long video, but give it 1 minute of a chance, and if you're not interested, then go. 1 minute. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago I announced that I'm going to launch another YouTube channel. Well, that's cancelled, but I want to share the story with you. I'm not proud of jumping back and forth, and I'm a little bit embarrassed even, but do I regret it? Hell no. It was a wild ride and I learned a lot about myself, and I want to share the whole story with you. Are you ready? Here we go. The topic of the channel, fidget spinners. Yeah, exactly. Many of you are thinking that, oh my god, Mikko, why would you get such an idea? They're toys, they're for kids, they're a fad, they're annoying. Some of you may remember me getting my first fidget spinner from Tubecon, and like I said in the video, I got instantly hooked. I have a background in circus arts, and I actually even pursued a professional circus career in my early 20s. That didn't work out. Why? That's a long story. I tell it another time. But anyways, these things hypnotized me completely. I would just spin and practice and practice. This one time I was at my friend's place and he said that, Mikko, you've been in complete flow state with that thing for hours and you haven't said a word. And this is what you always do. You come here to my place, you find something simple, start to play with it, dive into the flow state rabbit hole, and you're gone for hours. He's very understanding. With him, I don't have to hold back and I can be as weird as I am. And a great friend, you know who you are. Anyways, I get totally hypnotized by the spinner and I'm thinking, where is this going? Can I actually make something out of this? First of all, I'm doing tricks with 2 hands. I haven't seen much of that. And I'm doing tricks I haven't seen anywhere on the internet yet. And these things are super popular at the moment. And I say this without any self-flattery or bragging, but my motor skills are pretty fucking dope to begin with. And I've been actively practicing the YouTube game for the last 3 months. So when you connect the dots, you can relate that the idea of building a fidget spinner channel was like way up there on the fuck yeah category of things. And by the way, that's a great category to have things in. I got consumed by the idea. I was thinking it day and night. And here's my plan. I didn't want to do a normal, boring tutorial channel. First video, 1 or 2 minute demo where I show all the great tricks. Fidget spinner trick videos get a lot of views on YouTube. And then the next videos, the meat of the channel. But before that, a couple of words about fidget spinners in general. Whenever these are featured in the mainstream media, they tell how these things help kids concentrate who have things like ADD, ADHD, you know, the usual. They say that engaging in fine motor activity helps them. And honestly speaking, I don't know if they work like that. Those of you who have kids, please leave a comment and tell me if these things actually help them concentrate. I believe that's a misunderstanding. I don't think people realize the true nature of these toys. These are not for concentration. They are for motor skills. Imagine if a kid spends his time playing with these, doing things like this and this and this and all kinds of things. Can you see how that would help in stuff like playing the piano, the guitar, violin, their handwriting, typing, anything involved with fine motor skills? The human hand is one of the most beautiful fruits of evolution, and we use it like a hammer, and a less dominant hand, we don't like to use it at all. Every kid has one of these. Most of them have more than one. Imagine if a generation of kids developed phenomenal motor skills. Can you imagine what it would do to their nervous system or the art they create? I was indeed imagining this day and night. Back to the channel. The first video, demo reel, get some views, build the hype. Now, the meat, the bulk of the channel. I call it the Spin With Me series. The first video of the series, getting speed with both hands and building basic finger strength and systematically working all the fingers. And it's not just me telling that, hey, do 20 times this and 20 times with the pinky and rinse and repeat and do that 3 times over. No, it's spin with me. I'm doing the exercises there along with the kids. Add some nice psychedelic trance to it to really get in the zone, and you're having fun. And now the next video, practice something like this. First with small movements and then with bigger movements. Try to do it very smooth, and then the opposite of smooth. And constantly working with every finger on both hands. The next video, finger balancing, working with all the fingers. Next video, hopping it with just one finger and then building up to all of them. And that's pretty much season 1. My idea was to film all the videos on one day and then release them all at once and do like really proper branding and color scheme and unified YouTube thumbnails and the whole lot, you know, by the book, except for one thing. I wouldn't release the videos one by one with regular intervals like YouTube is normally done. I would release the full season at once like it's done in Netflix. People love to binge content. So I'm doing the whole channel by the book but with a twist. And you know, if you're doing what everybody else is doing, you're doing it wrong. You need to add your own thing to it. So here we have a video series of how to do stuff with a fidget spinner. And kids are very competitive. You can get a lot of credit on the schoolyard if you are the one with the best tricks. And you're always one-upping your friends. Everybody remembers this from their childhood. But learning motor skills, it takes practice. So they come back to my videos again and again to practice, and of course I would have to start to release new content at some point or the whole thing would just fade away. But consider this, a loyal viewer base who come to watch the same videos again and again. Can you see where this is going? And by the way, does this model sound familiar to you? It has the exact same mechanism as home fitness exercise programs. And I gotta tell you, I love those things. I did a program called P90X for a couple of years, and now I've been doing a program called Ultimate Yogi for a couple of years. They've transformed me inside out. I'm a completely different person because I've built the discipline to wake up early every single morning and work out in my living room for an hour. Now, these fidget spinner videos, they would have the exact same mechanism. You just press play every day or every other day and you build phenomenal motor skills. And you don't have to buy anything. That's the genius part. You don't have to spend a dime. You don't have to order DVDs. You don't have to pay for subscription. Every kid already has these. Of course, there would be ads in the videos and affiliate links to buy my favorite fidget spinners. And you see that monetizing this is pretty straightforward and there's a huge potential. The only thing the kids have to do to be the king in the schoolyard is to come back to my videos and watch them again and again. Okay, you have watched this far. I'm asking you a small favor. Pause the video and go to the comment section and leave a comment. If I've sold this idea to you, leave a comment that I'm sold. If not, leave a comment, I'm not sold because, and enter reason. So, go leave a comment, pause the video now. Good, thank you. I really appreciate your feedback. Now, why I'm canceling this? Why I'm not going forward with this? 2 reasons. First one, I'm a terrible procrastinator. This idea of the channel just came this massive thing inside my head, and I thought that the most important thing to work on was practicing my skills. And sure, that might be true, but the thing just became this overwhelmingly huge mountain inside my head, which it was hard to start working on it. By working on this fidget spinner channel, I was actually procrastinating on my main thing, which is selling my apartment and going to Europe. So now I'm procrastinating on 2 huge projects and nothing is moving forward. Reason number 2. This is the main thing. I pitched this idea to one person who's close to me, and she said that, isn't that fidget spinner thing already like last season? And I was like, no, they're huge! But it got me thinking, and I went to this website called Google Trends. It's an amazing service. Check it out, trends.google.com. You can see graphs of how popular certain search terms are on Google, and you can compare them and you can see. Go check it out. I entered the main search term on which I would optimize this channel, fidget spinner tricks, and it looks like this. This is just beautiful. Just look at it. It starts to get popular in March and April, and in May it just skyrockets. Then it declines very rapidly over June and July and trickles down. Imagine this graph being a value of a company that you're excited to invest in. 4 months ago it was really high valued, now it's a fraction of it. Would you be like, yes, let's go all in, time, money, effort, let's do this? Or would you be like, let's not do this, let's do the other thing, let's not do this? So that's the story. I know this is super long video. I'm sorry, I had to get this out. I know it's embarrassing to announce something big and then cancel it 2 weeks later, but it's a great story. Or what do you think? Did I do the right thing? What thoughts or emotions did this bring up? Please leave a comment, push the like button and subscribe to the channel, and see you on Saturday.